Hey, what's up, YouTube? 100% here, and this 100% me to you and Gam. And I'm gonna give it to you straight up. Another no versus series. Like I said, for all these titles that I'll be putting up, there's gonna be like a part 2 or 3, 4, probably even 10. Who knows? So it's just gonna keep going and going and going and going. So that being said, this is being or becoming part. Well, not part 2. Being or becoming 2. Um, just really quick. I want to say the last video I made is in order, literally in order. I'm gonna put it in order. It's called No versus Special 2. I already have a No versus Special 1. So that was the second 2 video I made off a series, just so y'all can like get an idea like how this is gonna work. Cause I did before R the Journey, and then before R the Journey 2, then No versus Special, and then No versus Special 2. Special is like a special episode, but this is being or becoming 2, right? So it's gonna be a quick video, really. It's not gonna be a long video. It's about sorry about that. I was looking at the list. Like I said, I'm gonna give it to you raw. It's gonna be like there's no edits, none of that. It's about like being or becoming. So I wanted to say this quick note. You know what I mean about being or becoming. And I could have been done this, man. I could have done this a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago. But I waited. I waited because, I just felt like naturally it's not time for that yet. So now I'm making time for it. And I feel really comfortable making this video. I can make these all day. I'm gonna really do this. Watch, I gotcha. Because it's like I want to help in some type of way. Because it's like I know how life could be, man. That shit is, man. And don't lie, I haven't been to the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst. I know there's a lot of people going out, a lot of people out there going through even way worse shit. But like, man, that shit is so fucking tough. Because just because you're going through way worse shit and things start going well for you doesn't mean you're gonna stop going through shit. You feel me? No lie. So I'll be thinking about, damn, all these people that's doing worse than me, and I'm doing a lot better than. When they get to this point, yo, it's still, it's still a battle. It's still a battle. So it's like being or becoming 2. And I wanted to say this because this correlates with my be you 100% or be you video. You want to be yourself 100%. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to delay yourself, because then you have to become you. Not become you. Take that back. You have to be you and then be yourself 100% when you can just be yourself 100%. That shortcut type of mentality, I don't want people to take advantage of it, but it's very realistic because they want you to learn the long way so you can see the shortcuts later on, when you could already just look for the shortcuts and see it right then and there. You know what I mean? Quick example, when I first started working security, when I'm working security at, I took the long ways purposely, just because I've done this before in another site where I used to work at, right? And I took the long way purposely to see how long it would take me to see the shortcuts. And it took me longer than the other site that I was working at when I first decided and started taking the long way to take those shortcuts instead of the long ways. I was just looking for them. And it helps, you know what I mean? So being or becoming, I'm about that being shit. You want to see life like if it's a live camera. Let's say the sky's a live camera. You're living it right now. You feel me? You're not gonna know what's up with it because you're living it right now. Everything like we do, even this hand gesture and everything, is almost as if it's pre-recorded. I don't want to say written, because you did it because you was going to do it, and the reason why you did it is because you was going to do it, and that's it. Like I always say, everything happens for a reason. That reason is happening because you only did that because you was going to did that, and that's why you did that. Once you understand that, you'll be able to move forward with this shit. I'm not trying to scare nobody, but it's true. Because you can remember shit that you did 10 years ago, even 5 years ago. You understand what I'm saying? And you're like, oh shit, so real. It's in your mind, you can even live it, especially if a good memory, like one that you could really remember. But if you also go back in time into that body, which is yourself, in that year, you'll just be reliving the moment. Even if you revert time. You feel me? Don't think of it as a time machine going to go see yourself. I mean, hey, you can even throw that in there because you're going to see yourself relive the exact same moments, exactly how you pictured it from the future you came to in the first place. You're going to be like, oh, shit, that's exactly what I did. So you're going to go back in time and see it like, oh, shit. So if you was to revert it, literally press rewind, the exact same shit will happen. But even if you used to just jump inside yourself, you will still have the mind that is, let's say, active in that body and do the exact same things you did in that time. So the present self that you came from the future to that past will play exactly how it happened. That's the way I see it. I'm not saying that's what it is, the way I see it, because it's like, you think about it, you know why? Because like I said, picture the skies as a big giant camera and everything is happening. So everything that happens because it was going to happen, and that's why it happened. Just like when you see a recording. You see a recording, let's say you make a recording of you waving your hand. Just 3 seconds long. You're gonna keep seeing the exact same recording no matter how many times you play it of the hand waving in the exact same way. No matter what year it is. 10 years into the future, 20. You feel me? Just like if you made that recording 10 years ago. Within the middle of them 10 years, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, going up to the present, it was the exact same shit no matter how many times you rewatched it, just like it will be 10 years into the future. That's why we say 1 plus 1 equals 2 now. It was 2 10 years ago, and it will be 2 10 years into the future. And that being said, that's why you be yourself. Because this is live. You're being yourself right now. For example, you was to see another version of you, a parallel version of you, or just another you in any type of way or form that you want to put it in a recording of life. Let's say in that world, the skies record, just like how I said, picture the skies are recording, right? You will see yourself living that way. Now, this doesn't happen in real life. And let's say it does, then of course you're going to be able to become that person. Someone comes to you in this life and be like, hey, this is really who you are. You should be like this. You still have the option. But aside from that, let's say you be like, you said you could become that person because there's a recording to it. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is this. They say they come to you with the recording, or you find the recording or whatever. There's just an example. How would you be actually being that person in that recording? You wouldn't be becoming yourself. You would just be being yourself. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying is very important. Because, yeah, if I see a recording of myself, like, oh, yeah, I could become that in this life. But if I was that person in that recording, he's just being himself. He's not becoming like anyone else unless in his recording, they showed them a recording of how he really is in another life. But that's not the case here, right? That's how you be yourself. So you can remember yourself because it's all live. It's real life. You know what I mean? That's how recording comes back the same way no matter how much you watch it. And you can tell the difference between a movie and a live actual footage. You feel me? Or recording. You could tell the difference, you know that? Between something live happening at that exact same moment and a recording happening. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't even have to have a date. You can still be able to tell, wait, that's recording. For some reason, people don't notice that, you see? Not even about perception, it's beyond that. It's just reality. You could see a recording and see, oh shit, that's a recording. You know what I mean? We able to say it happened on this day and this that is a recording because it's not happening live right now. But you could tell when it's happening live. They don't have to say it's happening live for you to tell. You could just tell it even looks different and feels different. You can tell when it's happening live. Like, for example, to me, when something's happening live, it's a lot brighter for some reason. I don't know if it's just me. And when something's been recorded, it's a little bit darker. You know what I mean? Like, just the lighting I'm talking about. Not that anything crazy is happening. You know what I mean? So, when it's a movie, it's half and half. Like, something that's set it up, like a role play or whatever it is, a quick film, whatever. You could just tell. If you pay attention to that, you'll start to see it clearly. So that being said, if you could tell between a movie or recording and live as it's being recorded, you could definitely tell actual life as it's not being recorded live, as it not being recorded, or as a movie. You feel me? So that's what I'm saying. Like, being is very important because you're remembering yourself. You understand what I'm saying? You're not, you remember yourself, you're not becoming yourself. Because then you're just like, you gotta see life coming to you, right? Why would you become something as it comes to you when as you're going to life, you wasn't becoming anything as you was going towards. For example, when you was a kid and you was growing up, you was just being something. But now you got old for the intelligence to feel like, oh, I gotta become this. Nah. This whole time you made it, you just being. You feel me? So it's just like, don't trick yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't play yourself. And don't cheat yourself for sure. And that's why I say being or becoming, because not that I'm trying to have them go against each other. It's just about being real. You could get fooled into becoming something else or believing a memory that's not yours. You understand what I'm saying? You don't want that because then it's a real big issue. Then you're gonna lose yourself and you're gonna feel like you have to become something else and keep changing. What's the point, like I said, of changing 20 times? You could have just changed 3 times to be satisfied. It's not even about being satisfied. That's probably all you had to do to be yourself for real. Because I'm not against change. So that being said, all right, my fault. Yeah, I had to pause it real quick, and that's pretty much I have to say. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all, 100%. You already know all the way. I was getting to something real quick, but like I said in my video before this one, which is no versus special 2. When you up in that state, it's gonna start to happen to you in any type of way or form. You're gonna get blocked off. You're gonna get in your way. This, that, and the third. Like I said, some people be like, "Oh, you crazy, this, that, and all that." Man, listen, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing. But anyways, that pretty much is wrap up this video. I know it's gonna stop out of nowhere. It's gonna go into me saying this, but yeah, because it's all good. That's the whole point of this. This is part 2, being or becoming. I'm gonna hit y'all with a part 3 for sure. So that being said, there's 100% here, 100% meets you again. And I'm gonna sign out, but I got y'all, B. That's for sure. I got y'all for sure. Like I said, it's gonna be on my YouTube. It's gonna be on my Facebook, and we rocking. So I'm gonna definitely keep making these videos.